old boys ain't much for working. 2 shots on a barrel and they're talking about bourbon. Talking about a few other things that they don't know. If you've got a question, no need to ask. They don't have a clue, so raise your glass. Take a sip with the Bowl Brothers. Now it's on with the show. From the heart of central Kentucky, the bourbon capital of the world, it's 2 shots on a barrel with your host. A couple of hot shots of their own, the Bowl Brothers.
Back to 2 shots on a barrel. We have missed you. I'm Jimbo, along with the very busy J-Bo. What's going on, my brother?
I tell you what, we've been running and gunning, doing this in the radio gig on the side at 102.7 WOK's to Rocket. I'm pretty darn tired, man.
I tell you, I was dragging today. We had our big event last night right here in the heart of central Kentucky. And I got to tell you, I was really dragging. And I behaved last night.
You did.
As I mentioned, my mother-in-law was around for a while. And so I really behaved. I took it easy on your Jim Beam that you brought in.
You're the only one.
It was being hit pretty hard by somebody.
There's a lot of people hitting it, evidently.
Apparently, your little, what we call our dressing room, they're at Big Papa's in Lebanon, Kentucky.
It's a shed.
And it was our place. We could call it our dressing room.
That's right.
And people frequented.
They did.
Our supply in there.
They did. And it was fun. We had a great time, great turnout. And now we can turn our attention back to 2 shots on the barrel and have a wonderful, wonderful show today for you. And we have a wonderful guest.
We do. Before we tell you who our guest is, I think it's appropriate to tell everybody what we're drinking today, because what we're drinking today completely ties in with our guest today, I think.
Heck yes.
So tell everybody what we are drinking today on 2 Shots.
We're drinking, that was nice, Bullet Bourbon.
Which is a product of...
I don't know, man.
You got to be kidding me.
Like, how many shows...
Do you ever do preparation?
I just picked the bottle up before we walked in.
Do you not know? Okay, let me ask you this. You know who our guest is, and without saying who our guest is, we're not ready to unveil that. Uh-huh. But how could our guest be somehow linked with the bourbon we're drinking today, J-Bo?
You know what, man? You got me so tore up right now. I'm sitting here trying to read this, and we've done enough shows for you to know I don't care who makes it.
This is great.
I don't care if it's got fruity flavors. I just like bourbon.
You should really care. Okay, J-Bo, I will answer this for you.
All right, do it.
Did you possibly know?
No.
That the new distillery that is being located and built right here and now
Diageo
in central Kentucky, Lebanon, Kentucky, is the maker of Bullet Bourbon, Diageo.
Well, see, they're not up and running just yet, so I couldn't put
That's a
two
lame
and two
excuse.
Together. Couldn't put 2 and 2
but
together.
But obviously, our guest is really excited about the fact that we have another distillery locating right here in the heart of central Kentucky.
I'm sure.
I'll let you do the honors.
I'm sure you will. Now, I've been practicing this last name, so, bear with me. Nena Olivier.
That is correct.
Did I say it right?
You did.
Hot dog,
you did.
man. I've only had your son on my baseball team. I just call him Carter. I never had to say his last name. So
Carter O.
Carter O. Yeah, that's right.
That's fantastic.
She is with the tourism here in Marion County, and she is always on the run. There's so much to do. So many cool things here in Lebanon, Kentucky, Marion County to do that I don't know when you get to sleep. And you also have a baby that never sleeps, so y'all are on the same schedule.
I have a newborn baby, and I never get sleep.
What's the baby's name?
Colin. So I have
do you have how many children?
3 boys.
3 boys. Bless your heart.
Yes.
Because I got spoken from a dad who has 2 daughters and 1 son. My middle one is a son. J-Bo, you have Sabo, which we all love. Boys are so much easier.
That's what everybody
than girls.
tells me. That's what they all say.
I just got to tell you. It's amazingly the difference.
Oh, my
It is.
gosh.
Well, welcome to 2 Shots on a Barrel. We're so happy that you could be here today. We know that you've heard all kinds of great and wonderful things about 2 Shots on a Barrel.
I think she's known us for a long time, so she knows how bad we are and how we operate here at the 2 Shots and the radio station and Ham Days. So she knows.
Yeah.
She knows.
Well, it's got to be cool to have your position. Tell everybody that's listening and they want to know a little bit about what you do. Tell them about your role there.
So I've been with the tourism office here since 2005, on and off. So that's 15 years I've been in the tourism industry. Tourism here started, the office I think was developed in 2003, 2004. So we've been around 16, 17 years. And we promote everything in Marion County, and it's just crazy how much it's grown since I started, especially with the bourbon industry.
Yeah.
When I first started, there was no bourbon trail, there was no craft tour. All of that is relatively new, so that's been so good for us, especially here in Marion County. I mean, with the development of Limestone, Makers expansion. I don't know if y'all remember what Makers used to be, but it was,
oh man,
free tours. It was in that little, small house.
Absolutely.
It was, and you've seen the growth that they've had. And then one of the best things that's happened here locally in Lebanon has been the development of the tours at Kentucky Cooperage.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
and that's one thing that we've noticed that it has grown so much with tourists. It's something really different that they get to see here that they don't get to see in other places. That's just a distillery. They have that handcrafted barrel making experience, which is something that you can't see on any of the distillery tours.
That's true. You get to see the entire process, bourbon making process here in Lebanon, Kentucky, from the very first piece of wood that goes into cooperage till it comes out of Maker's Mark or Limestone, wherever, and with full of bourbon. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we learned on Two Shots really quickly when this is kind of an educational process for us to really learn more about Central Kentucky and everything that it has to offer. But we learned really quick, you can't have bourbon without those barrels.
That's right.
What a crucial part. I mean, you can't do it. You can't have bourbon.
Nope.
And we've got that right here.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah, and I think people maybe not realize that the taste comes from the way those barrels are charred. So, they have different levels of charring for each type of bourbon. And even just, I don't even know how many varieties Makers has, that they char those barrels differently. So that's where a lot of the flavor comes from, is the charring of those barrels. And I think it's it's a really interesting process for visitors to see, and I think it's something that they probably didn't know either. I mean,
Right.
I didn't know it till I took the tour.
Oh,
really,
yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I have yet to take that tour.
You've never been?
Never
You've
been.
never been through?
I've been there to the building for meetings and stuff. I've never been on the tour.
Yeah, it is a really cool tour. I think
Yeah.
sometimes we forget about and we talk about bourbon in Marion County and obviously Independence State. People forget too that we've got a crucial place here for the making of other barrels,
That's right, yeah.
which is Canton Cooperage.
Yeah. Right.
They not only make they do make some bourbon barrels, but primarily it's the whiskey barrels or the wine barrels
Wine
that they
barrel.
make. And
Yeah.
people forget, I think, a little bit about
Yeah.
Canton Cooperage and just how gorgeous their
Yeah.
facility
And
is.
the wine barrels are, so different than the bourbon barrels. The wine barrels, if you've seen them, they're just these almost works of art.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
these beautiful barrels.
Yes.
And Canton's not open for public tours. I've been on that tour. It's been many years ago. We went through something I was doing. They let us go on the tour.
Yeah.
And it really is an interesting process to see how the wine barrels are made. And I've had people come in. We've had people come from California, like from Napa, and they're like, "Oh, I've seen, that stamp on those barrels."
Yeah.
So, I mean,
That's
that's
cool.
And it's not just, they go, all over the world with those barrels. So that is really
Amazing.
cool. We're kind of like the bourbon capital of the world, really, here. I mean, we got two, are just, like a mile apart, I think, those two
yeah.
barrel making factories.
Fantastic.
Really unbelievable. I mean, what you have here. You talked about Maker's Mark, though. I mean, obviously, that's kind of the Rolls Royce standard
Right.
of the bourbon industry, and really a true carrot that you can tell folks about that's here in Marion County. But boy, the thing that strikes me with Maker's Mark, it's almost like they inserted this beautiful place right in Marion County. It's almost like
Heaven on earth.
Yeah, a separate part or something.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, and one of the things that we always hear from a lot of time the tourists that come down is, you know, a lot of these tourists are coming from larger, bigger cities. They're not used to, you know, this small town kind of atmosphere, and they're driving through these. If you've been to Maker's Mark, there is no really easy way to get there, especially if you're coming from Louisville or Lexington. So they're driving these back roads, and that we always hear, you know, how beautiful a drive it is. You know, especially this time of year when you've got the leaves changing, and it's just so scenic, and it's placed just like in this beautiful spot. So if you haven't been, you got to take that tour.
It's so nice.
It is. It's a beautiful everything, and they keep the grounds are so immaculate, you know, and it's the little details, like if you look at the shutters on the windows, they look like bourbon barrels. You know, everything is so well thought out,
and all the way to the restaurant they have there on site.
Yeah,
I mean it's perfection across the board in Maker's Mark Distillery.
I love it. I love
fantastic. And if you know, you decide, hey, I'm in France, I need to go check out this Maker's Mark Distillery, and is there plenty of places? I know the answer. Is there plenty of places for somebody from out of the country to come in to possibly, you know, go to these distilleries here and have a place to stay?
Yes, we're really lucky here that a lot of our local people have started up a lot of Airbnbs, and then we also have, you know, a really beautiful Hampton Inn here.
Yes.
So we also have Rosewood Golf Course that you can stay at. Those have places to stay, but the Airbnbs have really come along. So we have some that are specifically focused even on bourbon industry. That's what they geared their Airbnb towards, and it's been amazing to me to see the Airbnb industry, how many we have now here in Marion County. I think the last time I checked, we were up to about 13-ish.
Really?
Somewhere around there.
I didn't know that, Jim.
And that's countywide that we have that many. So
well, we have a brand new one just right down the street here. The old what's it called? The old bar.
Yeah,
they're transforming it.
Yeah,
on Martin Luther King Street, whatever.
Right.
The Sunnyside Saloon.
That's it.
Big restoration project that's
gonna be beautiful.
Undergoing Tracy Barnes, right?
Tracy and Erica Barnes.
And Erica Barnes are doing that. Part of that is going to be, as I understand it, the top floor is going to be a bed and breakfast. Yeah. The bottom of that historical building is going to be for groups, smaller reception group for smaller groups. But awesome. What a historical project that and building that Sonny. It used to be right there, J-Bo, as the railroads would come in, right? I mean, how cool is that?
If the walls could talk, man, that place is very cool.
Oh yeah,
and we have several Airbnbs like downtown, which is something tourists really like because they're able to walk to like some of the restaurants and things downtown. So
Spirit on Main, I believe, is
Spirit
one.
on Main's downtown. Yeah. Even I believe the gym, the apartments above the gym, are rented out sometimes for Airbnb spaces.
And what's the other one? Not on Main.
Not on
Main. That's just a block off.
Right.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
Right.
That's really nice.
I guess you too. I've heard of some bed and breakfast maybe out in the Bradfordsville community, Loretta community, some other areas.
Yes.
Yeah, it's such a cool concept, and you know if you obviously if you wanted the kind of the vanilla, and this is nothing negative against the Hampton, it's a beautiful hotel, but that's a little more of your traditional accommodations. But if you wanted a little more of that historical value and that bed and breakfast feel. You know, Myrtle Dean, geez Louise. Cool. Mm-hmm. I mean, you talk about history that is Myrtle Dean.
Yeah, it's really just depending on what the tourist is looking for. You know, we have a little bit of everything. So it's just if you're looking for, you know, a more standard hotel, you know, we have that. But then we also have some people who are looking for where they can do that Airbnb experience where they can, you know, have their own kitchen and space, especially like larger groups if they come in. I've seen a lot of like bachelorette parties, that type of thing, that are looking for like, you know, a big space that they're looking for.
And you know, some people are coming in to Lebanon and they want to do the bourbon experience, but they want some kind of entertainment, some kind of shows. And there's throughout the year we have multiple shows here at Center Square. Yeah,
we do. You know, obviously this year's a little wacky, but Center, we're very fortunate. The Arts Center is still doing shows. If you didn't see Legally Blonde, you missed out because that was a great show. We've got they're doing a lot of stuff over there. You know, they're keeping everybody, you know, following all the guidelines. But yeah, there's stuff going on all year over at the Arts Center. And then we have, you know, in usual years we have live music. You know, some of our restaurants do live music. There's some other venues that do some live music here. There's lots of stuff as far as entertainment wise. I feel like you could experience here. If you're coming to town.
Oh, definitely. So Daddy can go on a extra distillery tour while Mom and the kids go to a show or go to Grand Memorial Park and play.
The park, we've this year we've really been promoting a lot of outdoor activities. So it's something that the state's kind of pushed to kind of let people socially distance and do all that stuff.
Yeah.
But we've really promoted Fagin Branch Reservoir.
Oh, yeah, it's a treasure.
Yeah, it almost killed me the other day.
Yeah.
It's brutal, man. It's brutal.
It's got a great hiking, biking trail.
It's a beautiful place.
It is. There's fishing out there. We've also done some itineraries for the Rolling Fork River. So if you're into like canoeing or anything like that, you can look at our website. It's visitLebanonKY.com and go there and look at some of our outdoor adventure activities. So even if you're here for bourbon and you want to do some other stuff, there's still a lot of other stuff to do that you can experience.
Awesome. Now, Jim, one of your favorite places in Lebanon, and it's getting well known, but it's still an up and coming place. That's Limestone Distillery.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's beautiful. The Bean brothers have really. I mean, they've brought, we had Stephen Fonte on a few weeks ago on Two Shots on a Barrel, and he talked about bourbon in reference to unicorns, finding that unicorn, that just unbelievable bourbon. And to me, Limestone is kind of the equivalent of the unicorn of distilleries, and we've got it right here in Lebanon. It's a beautiful place out there.
Yeah, if you haven't been to Limestone, you need to go check that out because it really is. They have come so far since they first started, too. And when you...
Is that me or is that you?
That's you, big guy. You're unprepared.
Oh, wait a minute. This could be like a very important call that we're getting right now, J-Bo. This could be like from some important distiller or it could also be from...
It could be your mother-in-law.
It also could be from somebody else. But but anyway... Yeah, we were talking about Limestone.
Yeah, Limestone. They have their Yellowstone bourbon, and I know they've done some promotion with the Yellowstone TV show.
Oh yes,
that's
definitely
been so popular. So I think that's been a really good thing for them. That's gotten them some national publicity, and then they did some promotion, I think, with Yellowstone National Park too, with their bourbon. I know it was sold there at like the gift shop. But Limestone has done so much, and they're here locally in Lebanon, and if you haven't done that tour, it's a small tour, but the grounds are beautiful. They've done some stuff outside there. They've had events there. It's just a really, really neat place. And Stephen Fonte's a great.
Oh yeah,
if
he's
you ever
the best.
get him for a tour guide, you're going to get him for a treat.
So informative.
Yes.
Yeah.
For a small tour, but it's loaded with information.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Well, and I think too, you mentioned Stephen, and we were so impressed when he was on the show. But it's almost like you hear some of the other guys who have been kind of taken under the wing of a Stephen Fonte, a guy like Derek Mattingly, who I hear such good things about also at Limestone.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're just fortunate. It's a beautiful place. We still haven't made it out there on a Saturday evening for a cigar smoke, which Stephen invited us. If you are a cigar connoisseur, it sounds like a place to be.
Nena, do you smoke cigars?
I do not.
Oh,
all right. Well, that's okay.
Well, you're out.
That's okay. There's a lot more I want to talk about, but certainly we want to tell everybody if you're sitting there thinking, "Gosh, I want to learn more about it." Where can I just go and follow something while I'm listening to you guys? You go to visit LebanonKY.com, and that's going to pull up a beautiful website that's going to talk about a lot of things that you can do here in Marion County, which is truly the heart of the Bourbon Trail. You guys have got a cool thing on there, Nena. It's called the Marion County Trail. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we came up with that idea. So the Marion County Trail incorporates limestone makers and Kentucky cooperage. So it's our own kind of little trail.
Yeah.
We've done a logo and things. We've talked about even doing passport type program. We haven't come up with that yet, but it's our own trail here in Marion County. And eventually, if Canton ever does tours, we'd love to get them on there as well. But
definitely,
you can come here and experience all of those distilleries. One thing about the trail that we've noticed over the years is it's grown so much. It's really hard for people to get. It's almost impossible to get them all in one trip. So people are coming back But one great thing about Lebanon is you can just come here and kind of have the whole bourbon experience here, and
Right.
you know, with the cooperage and then Makers and Limestone, you can get the big distillery, the smaller distillery, and then the
That's a full
cooperage.
day.
You know,
That's a full day.
so you can get the whole experience right here in Lebanon. And you know, we're an hour drive from Louisville and Lexington, and you know, it's
Heart of Kentucky.
right in the center.
Heart of Kentucky. Hey, look, when we come back, we got to fill our glasses. When
Yeah.
we come back, we're going to talk with Nena from tourism a little bit more. You're listening to Two Shots on a Barrel. Stay tuned.
Whether you're buying or selling, be it your first home or your last home, or building your investment portfolio, give me a call. I'm Lisa Kearns, a realtor with Exit Realty Heartland. I understand the stress and hassles involved in buying and selling, and I will be here for you. Let me put my 20 plus years experience in marketing and customer service to work for you. Give me a call, 270-402-4036. Lisa Kearns, realtor with Exit Realty Heartland, here to work for you.
Hey, this is Jimbo.
This is J-Bo.
Man, we are so happy because, J-Bo, we got this podcast going, and we got fantastic sponsors like our good buddy Billy Taft with Big O Tires.
Billy Taft, longtime friend, and I've been going to him for years for new tires at Big O Tires.
I needed a new set of tires just recently. Guess where I went?
Where'd you go?
Big O Tires here in Lebanon, Kentucky, the heart of Central Kentucky. Billy Taft. He took fantastic care of me. I know he's always taking care of you.
Yeah, heck yeah. He's even taking care of me when I broke down in Bardstown. He has a Bardstown location as well. Fixed the tires right up. Baby, I was out the door, back to Lebanon in no time.
He does a fantastic job. He's always worried about number one. You know what number one is?
What's that?
That is the customer.
Exactly.
The customer is always right when it comes to Billy Taft and Big O Tires, J-Bo.
You can get oil changes, tire rotations, new tires. Heck, he's even got used tires you can buy.
Absolutely. Whatever it is you're looking for, I guarantee you're going to find it at Big O Tires, Bardstown, or in Lebanon. Boy, and guess what? They are sponsors right here, J-Bo, on Two Shots on a Barrel.
I'm telling you what, we love Billy Taft and Big O Tires.
Go there today. Big O Tires, Billy Taft. It's in Lebanon and Bardstown, the heart of Central Kentucky. Two old boys ain't much for working. J-Bo, I love it. I love it, man. I love that tune.
Terry is so talented.
Terry Woolley. So, the story goes that I said, Terry, we're doing this podcast thing. We're just a couple of guys want to talk about bourbon, everything that is Central Kentucky. And Terry's like, I got you. And he took it from there.
Yeah, 24 hours later, bam, we have an opening theme for our podcast.
Terry Woolley with Crystal Music is to kind of icing on the cake. Is sponsoring Two Shots on the Barrel. I don't know how cool that is.
Not only did he do this for us, he's also sponsoring us. So, I mean, it's a double whammy from old Terry. Thank you, Terry.
And you guys have come a long way. You went from a point in time where you guys didn't necessarily get along the best in the world, and now you are like best friends.
Well, it's like, you put two superstars in one room, there's going to be some bumping heads.
Listen, whether it's recording, maybe it's some voice lessons that you need, some learning how to play a guitar, harmonica, you name it, Crystal Music in Campbellsville, Kentucky is the place to go.
Hey, I even was in a tight spot. I was going to go to Nashville. I was going to interview a bunch of artists, and I needed a guitar to sign.
I remember that.
I walked in there, and I'm telling you, they have guitars everywhere. And he said, you don't want this guitar, you want this guitar. And he set me up, and away I went to Nashville. Bam.
He took care of you, and that's the way he can take care of everybody. He's a good dude. He works so hard. His wife, Anna, though, is the best thing in the world about him. There's no doubt about that. But Terry Woolley is a great dude, and for every musical thing that you need, including... if you're out there listening and you need a jingle for your podcast, reach out to Terry
Definitely.
Woolley. Check him out on Facebook. Look him up, Terry Woolley. That's Wooley. Or look up Crystal Music. You'll be able to check out all their deals along the way. And thanks so much, as always, J-Bo. They're a great sponsor.
Hey, and we're looking for more.
Absolutely. Right here on Two Shots in a Barrel. Back to Two Shots on a Barrel. Jimbo, J-Bo hanging out with Nena, Olivier.
You say it so much better than I do.
Nena, you gotta, it's gotta have some suave.
I guess, man.
When you say a name like that, man, it's gotta really sound good.
It's easy for you because I was stressing on trying not to say it wrong. Yeah, I was trying not to say it right.
Yeah, you were really scared. We're talking true heart of Central Kentucky today. We're talking Lebanon, Marion County. Listen, I'm biased. This is my place. This is where I was born. This is where I was raised. This is where this is it. I love this place.
You know, he didn't take a vacation till he's like in his 30s. I'm thinking I'm not wrong.
I mean, I got married in 1997, and that was pretty much besides a spring break in 93 that I have forgotten about. But in 1997, when I got married, I got out of Marion County. But boy, oh boy, it's funny too. The older you get,
and you're old,
and I'm getting really old. The more you realize just how gorgeous we get to call this place home. It's really unbelievable.
I took it for granted. I knew we lived in a beautiful town, and I've probably been here, and I'm 15 years, 16 years now. I knew it was a pretty place, but I had the opportunity to go up in a hot air balloon, and I got to see what Marion County really looks like, and it's spectacular.
It is. I got to go in one Tam Days too.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It was so beautiful.
Oh my gosh!
If you've never done that, that's a
that
cool
is
thing.
awesome. Have you done it yet?
Cool thing.
I have not. Caroline, my daughter Caroline, did one year and absolutely loved it. And folks that have gone up and just be able to experience that just said it's.
I held on like it mattered.
Yeah,
I held on.
Well, yeah, I could certainly see.
I was terrified until I opened my eyes and I was like, "Holy cow, it's beautiful."
Yeah,
it's so quiet up there too. Like you can hear.
Well, he told me he's like, "You hear that?" I'm like, "What is that?" He said, "It's crickets." You can hear crickets.
Crickets?
Yes, you can hear the crickets.
Crickets?
Yes, it's unbelievable.
That is crazy.
Blew my mind. It's an absolutely beautiful place.
So we talked about a little bit about COVID and some of the challenges that I think that's created for everybody. And obviously it's created for some challenges, I'm sure, for you guys as well. But how have you kind of navigated through that?
Yeah, it's been obviously a crazy year, especially tourism-wise. I think we've been very fortunate, especially here in Marion County. Our office is tax-based, so we're based on restaurant and hotel tax. So we've been very fortunate. Our restaurants really came along, especially when they did the shutdown. They just adapted, and so we were really lucky that they were able to do that, and they did the takeouts, and really successful restaurant wise.
They did it.
Kudos 100%, because you're exactly right.
They did a great job, and they're still doing a great job, like all of our restaurants are.
Yes.
We're very fortunate, I feel like, here. And some of the other bureaus I know around the state have been affected probably more than we have. So I feel like we've been pretty lucky here. And we're Makers open tours back up this week, so they're
that's awesome.
I think you have to book reservations in advance, and then you have to wear a mask and all of those guidelines. But Limestone has still been doing tours. Kentucky Cooperage is not open for tours right now, but I don't know what the status is on that, if they're going to open back up this year or not. But we've just been very fortunate, and then we've tried to look at some other, as I said earlier, other outdoor opportunities and things to focus on. And fingers crossed that things will get more back to normal next year, because we did, I hated, last week just felt so weird with no ham days, and some of our festivals and things that got canceled. But we've adapted, and I think everybody's done a fabulous job at working around the difficult situation here.
It has been a weird year.
It has. We're very fortunate, I think. Knock on wood, only one restaurant right now has shut down.
Gotcha.
I've seen other places, some of the larger cities around, they've lost so much. The small businesses have had to shut down. So we don't want that to happen here.
No,
so
definitely.
whatever we can do to support them and support our restaurants, our hotels, our small businesses, we want to do here. So whatever we can do to help them out, we want to try to do, especially with tourism.
So one thing that I wasn't aware of necessarily is maybe the tourism piece of these kayaks and the floating the rivers. So I was out on your website, visit LebanonKY.com, and I know that floating the rivers has gotten humongous.
Yes.
It's like you cannot go into Calvary. You cannot go on Highway 68 there at the main thoroughfare or whatever I'm trying to say on Campbellsville Highway,
right,
where the Rolling Fork goes, and you constantly see people this morning into work. Somebody there 7:30 this morning, getting ready to go out on the Rolling Fork. It's humongous. But I bring that back to what you do with promoting Marion County, and I'm looking out here, and this is so cool. It's called Floating the Fork. Somebody we love, J-Bo, Candace Potter, has apparently incorporated art with the floating, the kayaks and the canoes on how cool is that? And how'd that come about? And tell us just how popular, in your view, that this whole floating has become.
Yeah, floating's been, I've seen just a real growth in it over the past few years, especially with younger people. It seems like it's the new cool thing to do. But yeah, Candace did all of the artwork for us. We have a brand spanking new, just came out this week brochure that has all of the information that you can get on our website, request a copy of that, but all the information's on the website too. So we have different itineraries, and it kind of came about because of COVID. We were looking for other opportunities, like I said, especially outdoor opportunities, and we have such a great spot with the Rolling Fork River. Everything on the website and in the brochure talks about public rights of entry that you can enter the river from, because we don't want you going on anybody's private property.
Sure. Right.
So we were careful about that, but all of that information is on our website. Visit LebanonKY.com. And Candace did beautiful artwork for our brochure, and that's also on the site. I think the brochure is probably should be up there for you to download on the site, or if not, it will be in the next week or so.
This boy doesn't float.
Yeah, I'm not a floater.
I'm not a floater.
You're not a float. Have you? You've never done it.
I have to see my feet at all times. If I can't see my feet,
oh geez, Louise.
I know there's a fish looking at it, and you're ready to nibble on it. I know there's those gar in there, and there's things with teeth.
Why do you think you're going to have trouble floating? I mean, you think it's going to like flip over or something?
Well, usually when you see people floating, there's people, floating beside the boats while they're going down the river floating.
I mean, I've gone like 3 or 4 times, and I've never, other than if I wanted to get my feet wet or hands wet, I've not gotten wet.
This boy's not getting in that water.
Are you serious, J-Bo?
I fish.
We need to do
water.
a podcast from the Rolling Fork.
See, just to make me uncomfortable.
So that we can do this.
I seriously.
Listen, since we've been doing this podcast, you drank coffee. You're not a coffee drinker.
Yeah, but I almost died. I swear, I chugged too much coffee, and my hands were shaking.
So he had a coffee buzz for like 24 hours.
It wouldn't go away.
I mean,
so if I go floating, I'm going to get.
I can't believe you've not ever been floating.
I've been in lakes.
You're not a floater either, Nena.
I can't swim, so no, I'm definitely
they
not
have
floating.
But look, I'm not much of a swimmer either. But I've got a life jacket on.
No.
and I finally realized with the life jacket, I'm going to be okay, right? And then most of the time, honestly, in the Rolling Fork, the water is mainly up to about your waist. I mean, there are parts of the Rolling Fork River in Marion County that are much deeper than that. But generally speaking, most of them are pretty shallow.
No, I'm just going to root y'all on, clap for you, say good job. Here's a beer. I'm out.
I highly encourage everyone else to do it.
Yes.
No peer pressure here, Nena, okay? Just only to J-Bo.
That's right.
I'm only going to pressure him to do it.
Can't do it.
That would be good, J-Bo. We need to do that.
If I could get a guarantee from you and whatever other clowns I go with that my boat's going to stay upright at all times, I might go. But I'm not putting my feet in that dirty water. Nope.
That is so funny.
Now, our water is crystal clear.
It's crystal clear.
The only thing that I'm worried about, honestly, when I go on the Rolling Fork, is not the fish. I don't care about the fish, but I do know there are snakes in them there waters. So that scares me a little bit.
No, there's no snakes here.
No snakes. What about the big old catfish? My toes look like worms, man. Come on.
No. Have you ever been rock fishing?
No.
That is so cool too. We need to do that one day too. You've not ever been rock fishing either?
It's called
Nena?
noodling.
No.
Rock fishing. I don't know what it's officially called. I do know that
It's noodling.
you look under rocks and you get fish.
You put your hand in
No,
their
I
mouth.
thought noodling was where you went deep into the crevices and pull out some humongous shark-looking catfish.
Does it matter if you're sticking your hands in some place it doesn't belong?
Have you ever been frog gigging, J-Bo?
Yes, I have.
I'm surprised.
I
You
think I
obviously
cried
did
the whole
not
time.
put your feet in the water,
No,
did you?
I was like 5, and I'd never been back because it scared me so bad. A frog jumped in the boat, and I've been terrified since.
So we're visiting with Nena. Visit LebanonKY.com. We told you before we went on, we didn't know where this would
That's
go.
right.
Right.
Did you ever in your wildest dreams be thinking you'd be talking about frog gigging
No.
and noodling?
No.
And not being able to swim and scared, yeah, I mean.
We're finding
saying-
out all kinds of things here.
No
on
wonder
Two
you're
Shots.
never at the pool. Never. Where's Nena?
Yeah.
Not the
Yeah.
pool.
All right, so I got to ask you, Nena, and I know we have people. I was talking to somebody today, and it was the coolest thing ever. You mentioned Rosewood, which I think is one of the most beautiful golf courses around, and it's amazing to me. I've got a coworker that works there, a couple coworkers actually. And the funny thing, she was telling a story about a gentleman who came here from England. I mean, I'm talking across the river, England.
River?
Yeah, across the pond. And it just amazes me. But he was here on a golfing trip
Yeah,
that's cool.
to Rosewood. And you hear those stories all the time. She was telling me of a big group of folks from Cincinnati that had come here
Yeah.
to Rosewood, to Marion County, to the heart of central Kentucky to golf. They've got, we talked about accommodations out there, Rosewood.
Yeah.
It's kind of got it all out there.
Oh.
They've got the restaurant, and then they've got the nice cabins that you can stay in, or the motel, and then the golf course. And a few years ago, we actually partnered, our office did, with Bardstown and Shepherdsville, Kentucky, and we did the Bourbon Trail Golf Tour.
Oh, cool.
That is awesome.
We did, Rosewood was on there, and then there was a couple from Bardstown, and then a couple of golf spots in Shepherdsville. So we were encouraging people to come do the Bourbon Trail and then also golf.
Yeah.
And it seems a lot of them kind of goes hand in hand, that they're here for bourbon, but they're also here to
Right.
golf. But yeah, Rosewood is a beautiful, beautiful course. We have 2 courses here in Lebanon. One is a private course, and then Rosewood's a public course. But it is beautiful 18-hole course, and like you said, they've got the lodging out there.
Yes.
That is
Swimming pool.
Swimming pool. That's right. That I won't be
To
getting
which
in.
neither of you do, right?
No. And then they have Rosewood Restaurant, the
Bar.
bar
Yeah.
out there. Yeah. So it's
Bar.
you brought
Yeah.
up a really good point about golf, because that really is people travel,
Oh, yeah.
to golf. That's
Sure.
a tourism spot, and it's one that honestly we really don't have to promote much. It kind of promotes itself. Like, these golfers just find out about it.
Word of mouth.
It's
Mouth.
like
Big time.
It's crazy.
Oh, I love that course.
Anytime we go out there, I see golfers, and I know they're not from here. They come from all over.
Yeah.
To golf. It's.
I was there playing once, and I looked up, and I swear there was 50 of them sitting around the pool just having the best time of their life. They just finished a round of golf.
50 golfers
Maybe more.
sitting around the pool
Just eating, drinking,
and being merry.
having the best time of their life. And what they were doing was they were eating a little lunch, having a little drink before
Yeah.
they went out, played their next 18. Man, it's a wonderful setup out there.
J-Bo, speaking of drinking and being merry, tell everybody once again what we're drinking
I'll
tonight.
tell you what I'm drinking, but I'm not going to tell you where it was raised and born and what kind of fruits are in it.
Give the Steve Nally spiel on what we're drinking today.
Steve Nally would say, "I don't care as long as it tastes good."
Yeah.
And it's Bullet Bourbon. That's what we're drinking today. Diageo's
Do
fine.
you know if that is a wheat bourbon or a rye bourbon?
Told you. He's a pain in my butt.
Oh,
Just sitting there,
goodness
I just want
gracious.
to drink it.
Yeah, well, I think it's time for another break.
Yes.
We're about ready for our segment 3. Have you heard of segment 3 on Two
I've
Shots on a
not.
Barrel?
I've not heard of
sorry.
You're in for a treat, because this is typically J-Bo segment, and you never know what he's going to ask you, Nena.
She's the second female guest we've had on the show. So
is that a prelude to what you're going to ask in segment 3?
I'm probably just going to have to really give it to her on this third one. I'm going to wear her out.
All right, we're going to be back. Again, let me give you that website so you can check it out. All there is to know about Lebanon, Marion County, the heart of Central Kentucky. It's visitlebanonky.com. It's a gorgeous website that has all kinds of great information about really one of the, I know I'm biased, but it's true treasures on earth as far as I'm concerned.
I agree.
More with Nena, Olivier, J-Bo. Yeah, baby. Right after this break, it's 2 Shots on a Barrel.
Whether you're buying or selling, be it your first home or your last home, or building your investment portfolio, give me a call. I'm Lisa Kearns, a realtor with Exit Realty Heartland. I understand the stress and hassles involved in buying and selling, and I will be here for you. Let me put my 20 plus years experience in marketing and customer service to work for you. Give me a call, 270-402-4036. Lisa Kearns, realtor with Exit Realty Heartland, here to work for you.
Hey, this is Jimbo.
This is J-Bo.
Man, we are so happy because, J-Bo, we got this podcast going, and we got fantastic sponsors like our good buddy Billy Taft with Big O Tires.
Billy Taft, longtime friend, and I've been going to him for years for new tires at Big O Tires.
I needed a new set of tires just recently. Guess where I went?
Where'd you go?
Big O Tires here in Lebanon, Kentucky, the heart of Central Kentucky. Billy Taft. He took fantastic care of me. I know he's always taking care of you.
Yeah, heck yeah. He's even taking care of me when I broke down in Bardstown. He has a Bardstown location as well. Fixed the tires right up. Baby, I was out the door, back to Lebanon in no time.
He does a fantastic job. He's always worried about number one. You know what number one is?
What's that?
That is the customer.
Exactly.
The customer is always right when it comes to Billy Taft and Big O Tires, J-Bo.
You can get oil changes, tire rotations, new tires. Heck, he's even got used tires you can buy.
Absolutely. Whatever it is you're looking for, I guarantee you're going to find it at Big O Tires, Bardstown, or in Lebanon. Boy, and guess what? They are sponsors right here, J-Bo, on 2 Shots on a Barrel.
I'm telling you what, we love Billy Taft and Big O Tires.
Go there today. Big O Tires, Billy Taft. It's in Lebanon and Bardstown, the heart of Central Kentucky. 2 old boys ain't much for working. J-Bo, I love it. I love it, man. I love that tune.
Terry is so talented.
Terry Woolley. So, the story goes that I said, Terry, we're doing this podcast thing. We're just a couple of guys want to talk about bourbon, everything that is Central Kentucky. And Terry's like, I got you. And he took it from there.
Yeah, 24 hours later, bam, we have an opening theme for our podcast.
Terry Woolley with Crystal Music is to kind of icing on the cake. Is sponsoring 2 Shots on the Barrel. I don't know how cool that is.
Not only did he do this for us, he's also sponsoring us. So, I mean, it's a double whammy from old Terry. Thank you, Terry.
And you guys have come a long way. You went from a point in time where you guys didn't necessarily get along the best in the world, and now you are like best friends.
Well, it's like, you put 2 superstars in one room, there's going to be some bumping heads.
Listen, whether it's recording, maybe it's some voice lessons that you need, some learning how to play a guitar, harmonica, you name it, Crystal Music in Campbellsville, Kentucky is the place to go.
Hey, I even was in a tight spot. I was going to go to Nashville. I was going to interview a bunch of artists, and I needed a guitar to sign.
I remember that.
I walked in there, and I'm telling you, they have guitars everywhere. And he said, you don't want this guitar, you want this guitar. And he set me up, and away I went to Nashville. Bam.
He took care of you, and that's the way he can take care of everybody. He's a good dude. He works so hard. His wife, Anna, though, is the best thing in the world about him. There's no doubt about that. But Terry Woolley is a great dude, and for every musical thing that you need, including... if you're out there listening and you need a jingle for your podcast, reach out to Terry Woolley. Check him out on Facebook. Look him up, Terry Woolley. That's Wooley. Or look up Crystal Music. You'll be able to check out all their deals along the way. And thanks so much, as always, J-Bo. They're a great sponsor.
Hey, and we're looking for more.
Absolutely. Right here on Two Shots in a Barrel. Lord have mercy, back to Two Shots on a Barrel, the things that you talk about in between
That's right.
segments.
I learned something about you today. I learned something about you.
What did you learn?
I've learned that you've only scored twice. I mean, three times. 3 times in your life. 3 times. I mean, it's...
That was, certain things are left in between segments.
Is that why we talk about them when the mic's off?
That's exactly right. Certain things we
So why did you tell Nena that you only scored 3 times in your life? She didn't need to know.
I freaking didn't tell Nena that. You told Nena that. Now for I'm kind of embarrassed right now.
Good. That's what I was shooting
I'm
for.
embarrassed right now, J-Bo. Thanks a lot.
I'd be embarrassed too if I only scored 3 times. And what are you, 56, 57? I mean,
this is totally off course.
I know, man. Let's
this
get back
is
on track.
totally gone. We were talking about frog kicking,
but it's the third segment.
And now we're suddenly talking about scoring.
It's the third segment.
All right,
come on, anything can happen.
The third segment is one that folks have really become accustomed to, I guess, because this is kind of the J-Bo segment where, honestly, Nena, I fear for you a little bit.
I'm going to ask her a few questions and see what we can get out of her, okay?
It better not have anything to do with scoring.
I'm not.
All right.
I'm not. And now, Nena, we've all been on baseball fields, softball fields for a long time. And what's wrong, man?
Where are you going with this?
Carter was on one of my fall ball teams, right?
Yes, that's
okay,
right.
so
Yes.
Tell us the true story.
Yes.
Did he like him as a coach?
Carter doesn't talk much, so
Yeah.
Carter
I don't
loves
That's
know.
a sure tale sign that
Carter loves
you were
me.
a terrible coach.
He said, I shouldn't say.
Yeah, go ahead and say it.
No,
go ahead and say
so we
it.
played a lot of baseball this summer, and it was a neighboring town that we played in. And he said his coach was kind of mean, and I said, "Well, is he meaner? Who's meaner, your coach or Daddy?" And he said, "Oh, Daddy."
That's right. Daddy gets him out there, puts him in shape.
Yeah.
But so of all the coaches you've seen out there, which one that you've been around is the loudest and jumps and dances and it's really obnoxious on the field? Which one do you think?
Obnoxious.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be me, right? I mean,
No,
because I'm pretty
trust
bad.
me.
Jeez, you're really asking her.
No, I thought she was going to say me.
You're asking her to say
No.
who is obnoxious.
I thought it was going to be me. I'm touched that she didn't say me.
Yeah, I mean, if she was talking about who is the buffoon
If I
of the
said,
bunch.
look, if I said who's the best looking, she's going to say me. So I stayed off that question.
Okay.
So, but I am a very loud vocal person.
You say you consider yourself obnoxious, J-Bo?
I mean,
You know, it's funny because my husband and I were talking about, I don't want to say what town we played in, but we played in a neighboring town.
Uh-huh.
And people warned me, they said, "You've never seen Pee Wee baseball like this." And they were right. It was the most insane season with
Really?
coaches and parents. And I said, the only time that Lebanon even came close was that time Jeremy got, kicked out of that game. Like the ump kicked him out, for arguing.
but you know what? I wouldn't even leave. I
know,
stayed.
you wouldn't even leave. That's right.
That's right.
You're a rebel.
Dude, I'm crazy. No,
You're
listen,
a rebel.
Listen, we have
I think
rules.
that was the game that your father-in-law was talking about. What a disgrace you were to the family.
Well, there's a lot of those days. Could have been any of them, okay? But I just really want, you know how this is. You practice, and you get to know these babies. And when I say babies, I do the little, I have the little guys on
I got
team.
you. Yeah.
And you really get attached to them.
Yeah, sure.
So when you get some knucklehead over here, either a coach or umpire, that is wrong, I can't help it. I mean, that's like my kid. Like Carter was my kid on the field, and I just I do a lot of dancing, a lot of screaming, a lot of laughing. I get a lot of mamas pulling my hood back so I get back in the dugout so I don't get thrown out.
Seriously?
Yeah, that's what dugout moms are for, right? Keep the kids in line.
You are that obnoxious.
I'm animated.
You are
animated.
You're very animated.
You're
yes.
that obnoxious on Pee Wee
Animated.
baseball.
Animated. obnoxious.
You called yourself obnoxious just like
Well, I was trying to
20
give her,
seconds
I was
ago.
trying to throw clues out, and she.
No, you were
she was
not.
nice.
No, I've experienced a.
You-
Yeah.
he's not obnoxious.
That other town's got all
He's
the.
not the
obnoxious.
most obnoxious.
There you
Not
go.
today.
See, there
Okay,
you go.
that's better.
Good.
All right, so I got a question for you. You talk. So Carter's a pretty good. He's a pretty good
Yeah.
little baseball player,
Excellent.
right?
He's
So
pretty
so does he play on the same team as Maker Mark's famous Michael May?
Jackson Carter are best buddies.
Get outta here.
They we played when Danville.
That other town.
Yeah,
that wasn't the town I was talking about.
No.
though.
Yeah, no,
we loved
Danville's a beautiful,
we loved
wonderful.
it. We love
Yeah.
Danville, and
Yes.
Danville baseball was very nice to us. We're still actually playing over there. But yeah, Carter and
That
Jackson played
other
on that
direction.
Team. Yes, the other direction.
So they're big buddies.
They are. They're big buddies. They've played together since T-ball. So we have pictures of them coming up since
Now,
T-ball.
last season that we got to play, Michael May had a team, Billy
Yeah.
had a team,
Yeah.
and J-Bo had a team, and
That's
it
fun.
was
fall ball, that's right,
fun.
yeah.
We had
Yeah.
a ball.
They Jackson Carter play on the travel ball team too, so we
Yeah.
traveled this summer too.
It's good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Sabo doesn't travel.
Dude, we can barely make it to our ball field on time,
Yeah, I'm
much
with
less
you.
traveling.
I'm with
So, but
These people are serious. I mean,
Yeah, man.
they're like, they're recruiting players.
so while they're
from all
playing
over.
baseball, Salem and I are fishing.
Yeah,
So that was our main
or gardening.
garden.
Yeah,
much
Carter and
garden.
Salem played golf together.
Yeah, they
last
play
summer.
golf
Yeah,
together. Yeah, so it's a
So-
good time. There's so much to do here in Marion County. You should move here. If you're listening to my voice,
Oh, I thought
should
you were
just
telling
move
me to move here.
here. Well, no, you're just far enough away.
Yeah.
So so stay there.
All right, so Nena, I'm gonna put you on the spot here.
Oh no,
It's pretty easy. All right, so I'm calling you from Chicago, and I'm saying, Miss Olivier, why should I come to Marion County? What is it that I should pick Marion County instead of somewhere else? You would tell me what? Marion
County, it gives you that small town feel, but we still have so many amenities that you can get in a bigger city. But I always ask people, what are you interested in? Because we have a little bit of everything. Most people do come here for bourbon, but like I said, we have adventure tourism. We have the arts, which is could be a big draw. We have nice restaurants. We have the golfing. We have a beautiful park that you can come to. But we're also close enough to those bigger cities where we're only an hour drive from them also. So I feel like it's really the people too. That's what I always tell. It's the people.
You
here,
hear that a lot, don't you?
When they go downtown to the shops or they go to the restaurants, everybody just treats them like family. I know that sounds cliche and
really
everything,
is.
but it really is.
happens.
It really is true.
I've seen people that have moved here from, you hear about some of these other places that are like, oh, you aren't one of us because you moved from you're an outsider. But that's really not the way it is here in Marion County. I feel like, people really embrace the new people that come in, and I think we're really fortunate here. And it really is just the people. And you see that with, look at our festivals and our events, how many of our local people, chip in and help and make those things successful. And it's just the people, I feel like.
it's so much fun.
I got a follow-up question if you don't have a question.
No, go right
Darryl.
ahead, man. Go right
So
ahead.
my follow-up question would be, and I'm Mr. Chicago, that sounds like a great place that I would want to come. But you got to tell me, Nena, there's something that you wish you guys had, or you guys are working on, or you want to even make it better. What is it that is going to even make me down the road want to come back after I come that first time?
Well, I think we're always looking for quality of life things here that make people want to live here and move here. So we're always looking for, for us, for our purposes, we're always looking for more restaurants. We're always looking for more hotels, but we're also always looking for more venues. Like, we've talked in the past about doing some type of, recreation venue, like something that would be like for indoor events, and that's something that we've still thrown out that idea there. So something that's going to bring people here for, events, I think is what we've looked at, because we have a lot of outdoor spaces. We don't have a lot of indoor spaces
Sure.
where we can host events. But we're always looking for, more things. We're looking for more shops downtown. We're lucky. I know a few people have opened up some new stuff this year, but we're always always looking for more. But it always walks that fine line. You don't want to get too big because you want to keep that small town atmosphere. But I think Lebanon has a lot. But I think if we're talking about what we're looking for in tourism, I think probably like an indoor type venue. Where we can host, we have a lot of events, at the fairgrounds too. We didn't talk about the fairgrounds much,
absolutely.
but we have a lot of events
Very cool
going
place.
on at the fairgrounds, and just a lot of if it rains, what do we do for those events? So something where we could have indoor type events.
So how close are we to getting one of these places?
I don't know the answer to that right now. Our office has partnered with our economic development here, and we're doing a study. So we have partnered to see if it's feasible here. So that's where we are right now in that process. And we'll probably hear back, I'm guessing, the end of the year, probably how that study goes.
Okay, so now I'm going to ask you a question that...
Is this back to talking about scoring?
No.
Okay.
No, we're through there, man.
I'm checking.
We already know.
I'm screening your questions.
For people that have been to Lebanon and live in Lebanon, and all of our listeners that frequently drive through Lebanon, there was a big, huge sewing factory eyesore when you come into town. Well, I say it's about 75% down now. They leveled it. What the heck are they going to replace it with? There's got to be something.
That's probably a question for economic development.
Come on, you're buddies.
The only thing I do know, they're looking at doing some type of nice entrance into Lebanon. Like that could be a sign. I just saw one of our neighboring towns has put up some new signage. So it could just be something, the gateway into Lebanon. But I think a lot of our projects, too, have been just beautification. So that's when we did. If you come into downtown Lebanon, you'll see a bunch of murals. We did that. We've done that over the past few years.
We haven't talked about that, too, and that's so cool.
Yeah, we did. If you come to Lebanon and you visit here, you want to be sure to check out all of our cool murals that we have. We had a group come in from Franklin, Tennessee, which is right outside Nashville, that painted all of our murals. We have... How many do we have?
Four or five,
at least four. And our water tower, we didn't even talk about our water tower. It looks like a Maker's Mark bottle, and that guy's from Ohio that came and painted that. So that's really unique, too, because I think he's one of the only people around that actually paints water towers, which is a unique skill.
Fantastic.
So you won't get your feet dirty in the rolling fork. Would you get up on a water tower and paint it?
Hell no.
He did that, he was he would control the lift. He was up there by himself, control the lift up and down. And I forgot, we had to rent that lift from Louisville because there was nowhere around here that would get up that high.
It's a big
I would
tower.
way much better in the rolling better in the rolling fork than I would be up there in the sky painting a water tower.
I agree, 100%. I can't even paint a piece of paper laying on a table. I couldn't imagine painting something round and that big.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, and it's perfection. I mean, it's beautiful. It
he
really
does
looks
them, all over the world. I think
it looks like it's pouring. I mean,
yeah,
it's absolutely
If you've been
crazy.
to is it at Destin, that area? There's a big water tower there. He's painted that one. If you've seen that one down there. He's done the one. There's one in South Carolina. It looks like a big peach. He did that one also.
Cool.
So
you talked about
cool.
the murals that are here too.
Yeah,
those are really cool. We met that gentleman last year.
We got to drink with him. He's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Mike Cooper.
Yeah, Mike is awesome. I think he's from down around Tennessee, Nashville
they're
area.
Right out of Nashville.
Yeah,
he brings in a group of his workers, and they are fabulous. We've got our first one that was. That looks like the postcard mural, which is probably one of my favorites.
Yeah,
and then we did one that's up here that looks like the sports mural, and then we did the bourbon mural over here, and then last year we did the Ham Days one. So.
Is there anything on the horizon?
No, I think we're taking a break from murals for a while. We almost ran out of wall space, but
it's true.
We got a nice little wall on Rocket Way that would look great with a mural on it.
Yeah, man.
I think that would be beautiful.
We're getting an alley named after us in our station. So behind here,
Is it Rocket Way, Rocket Lane?
Well, we've got some local artists too that are muralists.
Yeah, our budget. We reached out to some of them, but our budget's pretty slim.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to just draw it ourselves.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. By the way, J-Bo, I was wanting to ask you about I've seen your construction project back on Rocket Lane. The 2x4s, they look They look like a
Crooked?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, when
like
you-
who did that for you?
When it was me, but there's a lot of obstacles back there. And first of all, I don't build things.
The 2x4s that I saw that were crooked, there was no obstacles.
No, there's a bend in the boards.
Oh my god!
I'll take you back there and show you. I was just talking to
That's
Lisa.
hilarious.
I'm not here to build things. I'm here to MC, DJ, and I'm out there building a wall, and my buddy's nowhere to be found. So I'm doing it myself.
I was following up today, just in the role of a supervisor, see how my guy's doing.
Don't get too close because it's just standing. It's not nailed on.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man. I'm not a professional. Come on. And
See what I deal with, Nena? Every time we get together.
Look, I'm just here to have a good time.
Hey.
I give an hour of my day to the alley, and if I'm not finished within that hour, it's everything's staying where it is.
That is so funny.
So no, I'm not drawing no pictures on the wall. No,
we got to try that, though.
No, we
that
should.
would be hilarious.
We should.
That would be so
Shit.
funny.
Well, I've had a good time today
Yeah.
with Nena.
Yeah, have you had fun
I
just
have.
hanging out
Yeah,
with
it's
us?
my first podcast.
Yeah.
Sweet,
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
Now I never listened to myself on podcasts. Would you go back and re-listen?
No, I don't like hearing myself.
I don't either.
No.
I can't stand myself. I barely can handle Jim on Sunday mornings when he's on the show.
Easy, brother.
But yeah, but thank you so much for coming in and
Thank
sharing. I mean, if anybody's going to know anything about Marion County, it's this girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Visit LebanonKY.com. They can also, I know, call you.
They can call. It's 270-692-0021. We also have Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We have all of that. All those links are on the website, too. So definitely follow us on all those, and you'll get all of the up-to-date information.
And if you're bored and you just need to talk to somebody, call Patrick.
Yes, call Patrick. He loves to just chit-chat on
He
the phone.
does.
He works in the office, and he just loves to
He-
chit-chat.
he- talk all day long.
We like chit chat, guys.
Yes.
He's going to kill me.
We invite you, Nena, to share the podcast because we would love for folks to hear it and learn more about
Marion County.
Marion
Yeah.
County, Lebanon, all that is. So it's been a pleasure. It's been
Yeah,
fun
thank
hanging
you
out.
all.
Get
Yeah.
the babies hugs for us.
Yes.
Yes,
And,
enjoy this time, this special time of 7, 4, and a newborn. Okay, cherish the moment.
Yeah.
Hey, I tell you, I could not imagine, Jim, could not imagine having a newborn right now. I just can't do it, man. I can't.
You're gonna get me emotional right now, J-Bo.
I mean, seriously, I cannot phantom.
You're gonna get my baby girl turned 22 today.
Oh, that's crazy.
And I'm looking back at old pictures, and here you are talking about newborns and getting me an emotional mess.
I'm sure you and Sharon can work on things. Maybe score 4
Yeah,
times.
scored 3 times. Cheers.
4 times.
Good gosh.
Hey, I'll make
Lord
the
have
phone call
mercy.
for you.
Lord have mercy. Listen, give Mr. Olivier the best.
Yeah.
And kiddos, man, watch them grow because that's what happens.
They get
And
old.
keep doing what you're doing.
Yes.
Promoting Marion
You do a
County.
great job.
Yeah.
You do a great
Thank
job.
you.
Yeah, keep doing what
It's
you're
fun.
doing. J-Bo, we're going to keep doing what we're doing.
Yay, that's
we're,
right.
We're operating on slim budgets, but baby, we're having fun and we're drinking bourbon, most of which is free, by the way.
Heck yeah. And after this podcast, we were guaranteed to hit 3,000 downloads.
Which is a monumental, really.
for being 4 months old, we're pretty cool.
Yeah, we're not even 4 months.
No,
Close
not even.
to 4
Yeah,
months.
getting there.
And we're going to hit that 3,000 mark, which in the podcast world is a humongous, monumental accomplishment. And we thank all of our listeners, number one, for all of you guys that look forward and already have that subscribe button and know that you're going to get that next podcast. We thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate all of our sponsors, which we couldn't do it without them. And
We're now on Amazon Music as well.
which is cool.
Brand new platform for podcasts.
Yeah, so whatever your platform of choice, you'll be able to find us. 2 shots on the barrel. We got a lot of fun things coming down the way. As we mentioned on our last show, we can go on the road now. We plan on doing that in the very, very near future. But for today, I guess that's going to do it for us, J-Bo.
We'll see you guys.
Any words of wisdom you want to give anybody before we go?
Just go to our Facebook page and have some fun with us.
And score, baby.
And score.
All right. Until next time, I'm Jimbo.
J-Bo!
Peace out, everybody.
Whether you're buying or selling, be it your first home or your last home, or building your investment portfolio, give me a call. I'm Lisa Kearns, a realtor with Exit Realty Heartland. I understand the stress and hassles involved in buying and selling, and I will be here for you. Let me put my 20 plus years experience in marketing and customer service to work for you. Give me a call, 270-402-4036. Lisa Kearns, realtor with Exit Realty Heartland, here to work for you.
Hey, this is Jimbo.
This is J-Bo.
Man, we are so happy because, J-Bo, we got this podcast going and we got fantastic sponsors like our good buddy Billy Taft with Big O Tires.
Billy Taft, longtime friend, and I've been going to him for years for new tires at Big O Tires.
I needed a new set of tires just recently. Guess where I went?
Where'd you go?
Big O Tires here in Lebanon, Kentucky, the heart of Central Kentucky. Billy Taft. He took fantastic care of me. I know he's always taking care of you.
Yeah, heck yeah. He's even taking care of me when I broke down in Bardstown. He has a Bardstown location as well. Fixed the tires right up. Baby, I was out the door, back to Lebanon in no time.
He does a fantastic job. He's always worried about number one. You know what number one is?
What's that?
That is the customer.
Exactly.
The customer is always right when it comes to Billy Taft and Big O Tires, J-Bo.
You can get oil changes, tire rotations, new tires. Heck, he's even got used tires you can buy.
Absolutely. Whatever it is you're looking for, I guarantee you're going to find it at Big O Tires, Bardstown, or in Lebanon. Boy, and guess what? They are sponsors right here, J-Bo, on Two Shots on a Barrel.
I'm telling you what, we love Billy Taft and Big O Tires.
Go there today. Big O Tires, Billy Taft. It's in Lebanon and Bardstown, the heart of Central Kentucky. Two old boys ain't much for working. J-Bo, I love it. I love it, man. I love that tune.
Terry is so talented.
Terry Woolley. So, the story goes that I said, Terry, we're doing this podcast thing. We're just a couple of guys want to talk about bourbon, everything that is Central Kentucky. And Terry's like, I got you. And he took it from there.
Yeah, 24 hours later, bam, we have an opening theme for our podcast.
Terry Woolley with Crystal Music is to kind of icing on the cake. Is sponsoring Two Shots on the Barrel. I don't know how cool that is.
Not only did he do this for us, he's also sponsoring us. So, I mean, he's a double whammy from old Terry. Thank you, Terry.
And you guys have come a long way. You went from a point in time where you guys didn't necessarily get along the best in the world, and now you are like best friends.
Well, it's like, you put two superstars in one room, there's going to be some bumping heads.
Listen, whether it's recording, maybe it's some voice lessons that you need, some learning how to play a guitar, harmonica, you name it, Crystal Music in Campbellsville, Kentucky is the place to go.
Hey, I even was in a tight spot. I was going to go to Nashville. I was going to interview a bunch of artists, and I needed a guitar to sign.
I remember that. I
walked in there, and I'm telling you, they have guitars everywhere. And he said, you don't want this guitar, you want this guitar. And he set me up, and away I went to Nashville. Bam.
He took care of you, and that's the way he can take care of everybody. He's a good dude. He works so hard. His wife, Anna, though, is the best thing in the world about him. There's no doubt about that. But Terry Woolley is a great dude, and for every musical thing that you need, including... If you're out there listening and you need a jingle for your podcast, reach out to Terry Woolley. Check him out on Facebook. Look him up, Terry Woolley. That's Wooley. Or look up Crystal Music. You'll be able to check out all their deals along the way. And thanks so much, as always, J-Bo. They're a great sponsor.
Hey, and we're looking for more.
Absolutely. Right here on Two Shots in a Barrel.